G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today talking about 8 important lessons for traders to build atomic trading habits. This is from the book Atomic Trading Habits, and this is just a reminder that was inspired to me by @LiveYourImpossible, an Instagram feed, and just reminded me of some of my initial reasons for why I began the YouTube channel in the first place, but also just the stimulus for the high performance 7-step daily routine for high performance traders, all the little tiny changes that can build into remarkable results over time. And one of the things that I talk about each and every day in my videos is simplicity, consistency, and duplication, and just building 1% better every single day. And James Clear's book was one of the books that really, I think hit home on a lot of things that I had known and had been working on, but it just put it into such a great read. If you haven't read this book, I recommend getting it, or the audiobook. Just an absolutely fantastic book that gets results. So number one, first lesson is change your identity, change your habit. You believe what you tell yourself. When you say, and I've modified this to trading specifically because I'm a huge believer in that once you have an edge, whatever that edge may be. Now I know traders are bombarded with systems and everything else, but when you discover your edge, the only thing that stands in the way of you implementing and executing that edge to produce the results that you're after over time are usually all the other things that you allow to interfere with you staying on task. When you talk to yourself, I've talked about affirmations, your self-talk, what you think about, you bring about, is one of my mentor's great quotes, John DeMartini, and I believe that you have to constantly bulletproof your mindset for staying on track, because the default mechanism in your brain is negativity. And even when you're at the screen, boredom, complacency, overconfidence, lack of confidence, all these things that will interfere with you executing and staying on track with your best trade setups. So, some example of self-talk. I am a master trader. I am disciplined, patient, and confident. I focus on simple, high probability setups at specific times of the day. I execute my trading plan flawlessly. I always manage my risk, and I take profits. Change your mindset. When you change your mindset, you change your life. And again, it's the little incremental improvements day after day after day that will move us in the direction of constant progress. Number 2, focus on the process, not the product. Goals are more set in stone about an achievement or achieving an A to B result. It's a set direction. For example, I need to trade today because I have a goal that I need to meet. They can restrict happiness. I need to make money, so I need to trade. If I don't make money today, I'm a trader. I need to make money. And they all focus around momentary change. I need to get pips today, or I need to make money today. Whereas a system, a process, is focused on long-term change. Simple, scalable, reproducible, high-probability trade setups. They keep you motivated because I understand the reproducibility of the compounding effect day after day after day after day. And because they're scalable in size, week after week, that compound effect kicks into where the system itself is producing with minimal effort because of the process, and you're focused on, best trade results. You're not vacillating back and forth in an emotional state about trying to make money, trying to get pips, chasing moves, whatever that may be. Having a process is what grounds you and brings you back to center each and every day. And that's what is best for making progress over time. Winners and losers have the same goals. It is the process that separates one from the other. Somebody can have a huge trading day. They piled into a trend. They're the man or the woman. They got it figured out. In the next couple of days, they blow it all plus a little bit more because they don't have a process. They're setting goals each day about having to get pips or money or figure out what the market's going to do rather than having a process that they can use as a template each day and each week. Get rid of ego and overwhelm and focus on getting results. Number 3, progress requires unlearning. Now this may throw a curveball to some people, but a lot of the retail trading education is exactly that. It's retail-oriented trading education. And as we know, we're up against the smart money, and it requires unlearning to a large degree of some of the models that we've been taught to use to trade the markets. To improve constantly, we need to edit and upgrade our knowledge and unlearn other things. Some examples of how to unlearn are traveling, being open, meeting new people. I'm going to do a video in the next few days. I was just at an event in Adelaide with 20 of Pepperstone's top clients, who were all larger traders than myself. And what a fascinating experience. I met some absolutely incredible people. And at our tour of the Penfolds Winery, we had a chance to sit down, have dinner, and talk, and it was incredible. The learnings that I shared with these people, who are just all normal run-of-the-mill individuals who are just exceptionally skilled and large traders in some cases, very large, probably some of the largest in Australia. And that just changes. It gives you a paradigm shift. It gives you some realizations of what can be accomplished. It gives you some realizations of shedding self-limiting beliefs, but it also reaffirms that you are doing certain things really well or you're on the right track. It also reaffirms that you may know more than you give yourself credit for. But just an absolutely incredible evening, and I'll be sharing more about that in the next few weeks. Stop procrastinating. So, having objectives and reasons or other things to keep you moving forward and expanding your knowledge, from lots of different ways. But just keep moving forward. Don't sit around, don't avoid, don't procrastinate. Get out of your comfort zone. Learn to unlearn. So knowledge compounds, and investing in your knowledge offers the highest return on investment. Examples of compounding our knowledge are exactly, this, for example, where you're looking at information that can possibly help you unlock new learnings, or it may trigger something that helps you put the pieces of something together that you're working on. Reading quality books, taking quality courses, finding quality mentors, seeking quality relationships. Again, just this trip to Adelaide, I had the opportunity again, not only with 4 or 5 of these individuals where we really struck a common chord, hit it off fantastically, engaged in some fantastic dialogue, and just recognize that we genuinely had a decent relationship, that we could easily become friends, not only from trading perspective but in many other areas. So it was an awesome example of just expanding and compounding your knowledge is just another way to keep improving and growing. Knowledge builds like compound interest. Number 5, design your environment. You are a product of your environment, and to be successful, create a world where you thrive, where you eat healthier, where you push yourself, you exercise more, you minimize distractions, you make constant progress. Now, one of the big things about having a high-performance daily routine, and I talk about this in the audio recording. If you haven't done so, go to my homepage, download it. It's a free download. You can modify it to your own routine. Everybody already has a routine. That's what most people generally don't understand, is that you already have a daily routine. But the question is it geared towards helping you achieve the results that you're after? Because everything is an equation in terms of producing. The daily routine is producing the results that you currently are getting. So if you don't like the results that you're getting, change the tiny little incremental habits that build your daily routine. Change the daily routine so that it's oriented to producing the results. Break it down into tiny little steps, tiny little habits, tiny little routines, so that it's, over time, again, the compounding effect, producing the results that you're after. Control your world before it controls you. Time magnifies the margin between success and failure. Patience is a virtue. Good habits take time to form. Good trading habits can take time to form, or they can take very little time to form if you implement those habits starting today, or improving those habits starting today. How to create better trading habits. I talk about focusing and building your best trade setup playbook. The Pareto principle: 80% of my results come from 20% of my trades. So over time, I have conditioned my psychology to filter out trying to trade every move in the market and focus on the highest probability setups, days of the week, highs and lows, timings, and price action behavior around major round numbers, double zeros and 50s, because, again, just to go into this, making it easier. It's simple, no analysis paralysis. For example, I talk about hot pin hammers and engulfments at the highs and lows of the day. I read an interesting article, an interview with Bill Lipschutz, who was arguably one of the biggest currency traders of all time at Sullivan Brothers, and he made a comment in there where he talked about the retail market generally doesn't understand that all they do is provide liquidity to the bigger market players. And we've talked about this. We'll look at some examples in some of the other videos, but the quarter levels, the price action in between these 12 candle windows inside of the highs and lows generally is exactly that. That's the liquidity that the market makers will build up in order for their major institutional blocks to be filled. And these timing windows, you'll notice when we get these explosive stop hunt moves that I've talked about, looking to participate in these stop hunt type trades, is because that is the bigger players executing their order book in terms of using the retail market, who are chasing these little swings inside all day long, these little little trending trades back and forth inside of quarter levels, and then in 15-30 minutes they go through 50 pips or more, depending on which pair that's being traded, like nothing, and it defies all technical analysis and everything else. But the point he was making was that as the market maker, the algo, whatever it is, generates these trades inside all day long, and then we see in one big swoop the market takes out the high to the low, or vice versa. It's because they have a big order that they need to execute or to clear out for a client, for the bank, for the institution, whatever that may be, and they need to build up that volume inside. And so when I talk about my best trade setups, I look for things that are simple, no analysis paralysis. They're undebatable. A good friend of mine talked about this. He and I should be able to look at any chart and look for that price confirmation and without any dispute or discussion agree that it's that setup. It needs to be fulfilling. I need a decent risk reward on my target. My best trade setups are a minimum of 5-1. Doesn't mean that I don't take other trades. It doesn't mean that I don't exit trades with less profit. It means that my best trade setups are a minimum of 5 and usually 10-1 if I'm able to enter in at a best fill price, and it's a market that's now potentially built a high and a low range or a weekly range of at least 100 pips. The most powerful outcomes are delayed, meaning that it's important to, as we talked about with that compounding effect, build it up over time. 1% better every single day. Simplify your process. Be able to execute it day in and day out. Don't have any distractions or barriers preventing you from doing that day in and day out and week in and week out. Small changes compound. Success is the result of your daily habits. Positive compounding, mastering new skills. For traders, master one or two of your best trade setups. Know how they will present, when they will present, where they will present, the different variations, what you need to look for, whether it's using multiple time frames, price action. Again, I talk about high and low of the week, high and low of the day, round numbers, 50s and zeros, engulfments, pin hammers, after stops have been hit. Automate old tasks. If you're using it for trading, set alerts, have indicators in terms of, for example, if you're using round numbers and you don't have a numbers indicator, find out how you can get that automated so that the numbers appear. High and low marker, whatever that may be, things that will make your trading simpler. Complete one extra task. So just in terms of just small changes, even with automating old tasks, free up your time. Don't sit at the screen all day. Know that you're going to be trading just in certain window times, but completing one extra task can be, if you're not currently exercising, start an exercise program, eat better. Time with your family, time for yourself, social time, meditation time, learning time. Using review time for solution-based type of activities. Just again tweaking everything so that the different areas of your life are improving all the way around. Negative compounding example, again, a stressful negative compounding activity would be one that's where you're sitting at the screen all day, just sitting at the screen trying to trade. Again, talking with one of the traders in Adelaide, really interesting conversation of a 24-hour stretch that he traded entirely at the screen, and how just all the different roller coaster emotions he has been through with his trading. But that's what created a lot of stress and anxiety for him, because he was trying to make money every single day for various reasons. The quality of our life is determined by the quality of our habits. So the focus is to make 1% improvements. Mastery requires patience. How to make small improvements. Win tiny battles. Again, just applying this to trading. Learning to take profits. Again, focusing on best trade setups. Make small shifts in the direction that you're going. If you're not making results, or if you're not consistently profitable, or if you don't have any best trade setups, figure out what your most successful trades have been. Learn to take less trades and only focus on those best trades that you do know. Learn how to trade them bigger. Make a choice that is 1% better, for example. Develop a best trade playbook. Don't try to trade all the time. Pick very specific times when you know that the market will be in action. To break larger goals into smaller ones, start small. Again, my best trade setup, my whole approach to the market is about scalable, duplicatable, simple trade setups. And I talked about testing that over and over and over again, making mistakes, learning the instrument that you're studying, thousands of trades, thousands. And doing a lot of things wrong, trying to trade everything, blowing up accounts. But when you understand the power of trading your best trade setups, the ones that really move, 10 to 1 return on risk, trade them. Start small. Learn to study and recognize the nuances, the variations, the different opportunities that those types of setups can come in. Learn how to scale them up. Build that scaling up through accomplishment. Build your confidence through accomplishment, through execution, through trusting yourself, through knowing yourself, through having the confidence in what you're doing, not just taking the trade. And if it turns out, recognizing that you got financial result, you got pips, but did you really execute and know what you were doing? Was it you may have done that, but was it luck? Did you understand the process as you were going through it in live time? And then compound that and grow it. Make small adjustments and the results will be massive. That's the biggest takeaway from this book. Again, Atomic Habits with James Clear. Those results will be massive. The 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders is all about, again, every day bulletproofing your mindset for the long haul, shifting away from desperation and building confidence, building the discipline in terms of being of self-awareness and the confidence in your trading strategy, understanding the power of your trading strategy, knowing that the market is going to give you those opportunities over and over and over again, but making sure that in the middle of all that, you're not doing other things that are going to sabotage you achieving those results, destroy the results that you have built up, and that you keep growing as a person, growing your trading business, and moving in a direction of constant progress. Tiny changes can make remarkable results. Atomic Habits, James Clear. Hopefully you got value from today's presentation, traders. Bulletproof yourself for success. Trading is only one aspect. The mechanics of trading is only one aspect. The mental approach, the whole awareness and understanding of what you can accomplish when you bulletproof yourself for success in the long term is what this is all about. Have a great trading session. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High-Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.